have a speedy recovery. You're going to have a speedy recovery in your finances, speedy recovery in your career, speedy recovery in all aspects of your life. There were a lot of you who went through a series of events. These events led to you losing a part of yourself. It's almost as if you all went through a really bad accident. Let's say you guys had a really bad accident, right? And in that process, in the midst of you having that accident, you weren't expected to make it out of that, right? You weren't expected to live. You weren't expected to have any quality of life after this accident. Those who work behind the scenes to make sure that this accident happened in your life, these people, it's almost as if these people who were working against you and talking about you stayed on the scene to see it through. It wasn't enough for these people to go against you, for these people to see you down. These people wanted to see everything. They wanted to see the whole process. They wanted to see this through. It's the light in your darkness. Do you understand what I'm saying? In your darkest moments of life, he presented himself to you. And see, at the end of the day, there's a lot that can be said about you, but one thing that you failed to realize, right, that he is opening up your eyes to seeing now, that in every phase of your life, you encounter people who probably didn't like you, people who talked about you, people who perceived you to be weird, perceived you to be some type of way. You get what I'm saying? People who wanted you to be so down in life because they wanted you to fit the part of the things they were saying about you, how they put their mouth on you, where they said that you would be in life. God said, I know where that evil wanted to place you. But I know I had plans of taking you. You get what I'm saying? I know where that evil wanted to place you. That evil wanted you in your mind. That evil wanted you dead. That evil didn't want you to step into your blessings. That evil didn't want you to have any quality of life. That evil didn't expect you to make it out. But see, he said a death had to occur in order for a rebirth to happen. That part of you that you lost in that storm, in that fire, in that accident, in your period of defeats, your period of loss, your period of setbacks, God said, you're about to have a speedy recovery. And one thing that he is allowing you to see, that a part of your purpose was being a catalyst for changing these people's lives. There are a lot of people who at the end of the day are self-reflecting on themselves because of how they treated you, but also because of how you handled it and because of how you made it out. God presented himself to you. He presented himself to you. And you had a conversation with him. And it's almost as if you all were on your hospital bed, right? And you didn't think you was going to make it out. You didn't want to make it out. You were too weak. You were too down. And when he came to you, he didn't even do no talking, because he knew how down you were. He knew how bad you felt. All he did was touch you, so you would feel his presence in that room. I'm giving you an example of a hospital bed, but wherever you were, after this accident occurred, after this loss, this period of loss, so you were receiving this evil from several different channels, and it's almost as if it all hit you all at once, because it had plans of taking you out. You see, I ain't no way you was going to make it out of that. Ain't no way you was going to make it out. You weren't expected to make it out of it. You wasn't expected to have any quality of life if you did make it up out of it. But God said, I had different plans for you. I had different plans for you. Never mind where that evil wanted to place you. Never mind where that evil wanted to take you. I had plans for you. Plans I couldn't even let you know what was going on. Because see, I needed to let the enemy think that they were going to win. So that when I came in, there was no way and nothing that they could do but sit back and watch. He presented himself to you, and he touched you, and he let you know this is temporary. This ain't a permanent situation. You about to have a speedy recovery. You gonna make it up out of here. But I can't say the same for those who went up against you. I can't say the same for those who wanted to sit back and take great pride and joy in tearing you down. I can't bless someone who wanted to cause you stress. There are a lot of people about to realize, see, knock on that devil door, he might just open it up for you. But see, when he called you to return the favor, it's going to take something from you that you weren't expecting to give. And that's what's happening to a lot of these people, what they realizing. Knock on that devil door if you want to. Knock on that devil door if you want to. Because see, when it come time for him to say, listen, I did this for you, it's time for you to return the favor. Are you ready? These people ain't going to be ready, and see what's going to happen is he's just going to start taking things out of their life that they didn't want to be taken out, that they thought was going to be forever situations, that they thought at the end of the day they had gained and profited off your hard work, off the backs of seeing you down. He's about to start taking things out of their life now. And God said, I wash my hands clean of it. I'm going to let it happen because everybody got to learn a lesson. Didn't I tell you that the day of reckoning is coming? That's what's happening. Knock on that devil door if you want to, being silly, thinking that you could touch God's anointed chosen ones. When he come back and he asks you to return the favor, these people ain't going to be ready. See, the things that he's about to ask and require of them is going to be too great. It's going to be something that they weren't expecting to give, something that they don't have to give. So what's going to start happening is a lot of their foundations is about to start crumbling because it wasn't built on a firm foundation. They did not go about it in the right way. They went about it at the cost of your pain, God said, at the cost of your embarrassment, your defeat, your loss, your worry, your anxiety, your depression, your battles, your upheavals in life. He shows you mercy and he spares you just for you of having the thought of feeling like you didn't want to carry on and you didn't want to persevere and you didn't want to push through. He did that because he understands where that evil was. He understood and he knew where that evil was going to take you, how it was going to have you up in your mind. But he knew that it wasn't going to be a permanent situation. He wasn't going to let the enemy have its way with you. This is why when he presented himself to you, he said speedy recovery for your career, speedy recovery for your finances, speedy recovery for your love life, speedy recovery in all aspects of your life. This was never meant to be a permanent situation. It was temporary. And see, as these people go down the list, right? See, this is what's happening. God say, listen, you served as a catalyst for change in these people's lives. Because as these people go down the list and they think about everyone and every person of whom they have wronged and who have done right by them, right? See, you're a special case. Because see, these people went up against you in the worst way. They went up against you, like I said in my previous video, these people were relentless. And when they look at how relentless they were, how much of a bully they were, how cruel they were to you, they also look at how you kept being inspiring to them. You kept being loving to them. You kept being caring to them. You was a real one. You kept being a real friend to them. You kept having their back. You kept showing them love. You kept showing them mercy, support. And so now these people are going to start self-reflecting on the actions that they took against you and also how you handled yourself. See, it's two parts to this. It's not just how you made it out. It's how you chose to handle the situation. And also it's how you chose to handle the information that was provided to you when God provided you clarity. He gave you clarity as to who these people were and what they did to you. And these people see how you handled it with style and with grace. They already knew who you were and they knew you were undeserving of what they did to you. But see what I'm saying about God letting you know that a death had to happen in order for a rebirth to occur. Because he already knew that he had plans of coming in and stepping in, intervening, and taking you to higher levels of your life. This is why he's letting you know Godspeed, speedy recovery for everything that it is that you lost. Speedy recovery for everything that it is that you didn't expect to gain back. Speedy recovery for everything that you had lost hope for. Speedy recovery for everything that you had prayed to him for. Speedy recovery for everything that you prayed and he knows that you're deserving of. Speedy recovery for you. But he said he can't say the same for these people who went up against you.